Hey, this is Matt Boggs, and in today's video, let's talk about how to find out if he wants a relationship, and specifically what you can say. I know that this is a tough subject for a lot of women. It brings up a lot of nerves. A lot of women are scared about asking this question. How do I ask this question? When do I ask this question? Because they feel like if they do it wrong and they come across needy, that they might potentially scare away a great thing or something that could turn into an amazing relationship. So let's dispel this myth right here, right now, that you can scare off a guy who wants a relationship by asking him if he wants a relationship. No, guys who want a relationship, they welcome that question. They're not intimidated by that question at all. It's the guys who don't want a relationship that are scared by that question. Guys who don't want a relationship, that question makes them feel uncomfortable and nervous. And it's like they receive that question like receiving a sack full of snakes. It's like kryptonite. Oh my gosh. Oh no. That is what it feels like to a guy who doesn't want a relationship. So when do you ask this question? I'm giving you permission to ask this question early. You can even ask this question on the first date if you want, as long as you ask it in the right spirit, in the right way. Because the last thing you want is to waste time with a guy who will never commit.
Hello, baby. I love you so much. It's time you said on our 85th dating anniversary that we would get engaged. Are you ready? No? You need some more time? Maybe to figure it out. You like what we have right now? Okay. I do too. I'll keep waiting.
The key to asking this question right is to come from this state of worthiness, confident that no matter what he says, you are going to attract the relationship that you desire and that you deserve. A lot of women don't want to come across as needy. Well, the secret to not coming across as needy is not being needy. So, and I don't say that in a trite way, I say that so that you check your beingness. As you're heading into this conversation, you're going to ask this question, just check in with yourself, your state of beingness. Are you coming from this hoping and wishing and like wanting him to give you the right answer or a certain answer? Or worse yet, cynical, like you don't even believe it anymore, like, so what do you want? You're just like all the rest of them. Neither of those states of being are attractive to men. Or are you coming from this state of confidence? Because you have options, that you know you're not attached to his answer. You're really coming from a sincere place of discovery. You really want to know what this guy wants for his life, because no matter what answer he gives you, you're going to be okay. You're going to do just fine because you've got options and you will attract that relationship that you want. So what do you say? How do you actually ask this question? Well, there's lots of right ways to do this. I'm going to just give you one good example here. First, give him permission to be honest with you and share his vision for his life with you. So here's one way to do it. You can say, and it's got to be lighthearted and fun and kind of cheeky. You can say, hey, can I ask you a personal question? And he'll say, sure, what's up? And you say, before I ask it, you have to promise me that you're going to be honest. And he'll say, all right, cool. Yeah, you got it. I'll totally be honest. And you say, if I gave you a magic wand and you could create anything you wanted for your love life, what would it be? What would you love? Now, a guy that wants a relationship, he's going to answer that very straightforward. He's going to say, well, I'm in a place in my life where I really want something meaningful. I want a great relationship. I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to create that. When you hear the answer from a guy who wants a relationship, it's going to be clear. There's going to be no confusion or no static or no wondering what does he mean by that. It's going to be straightforward and you're going to get a clear picture for what it is that he wants. Guys who don't want a relationship, when you ask them that question, you're going to get one of two answers. Now, you've given him permission to be honest. So either A, he's going to be honest with you and say, you know what? I really am not looking for anything serious right now. I just kind of want to date. I'm really enjoying my life. And when he tells you that, believe him, okay? Believe him that that's what he really wants and that's what he will create for his life. Or the guy who really doesn't want a relationship will give you a vague answer where you're not really sure what it means. He'll say something like this. He'll say, I'm really loving my life right now. I've got a lot of great things going on. I'm just really enjoying myself and I'm open to possibilities. He'll say that and you're like, what does that mean? I don't even know. So if your intuition senses static or vagueness or confusion, trust your gut on that. This is a guy who isn't clear that he wants a relationship. See, his unclarity in his mind is translated into your unclarity about what he really wants. So let your intuition and how he's treating you guide you in this relationship. Let that determine how much you invest in this relationship, because you want to pour energy into the guy who's pouring energy back into you. You want to invest in the relationship that's actually moving in a direction of a shared common vision. So I challenge you to have the courage to ask the relationship question up front and early in the dating process, and then trust your intuition on his answer. Because when you do, that will lead you to a man who is ready, willing, and wanting to create an extraordinary relationship with you. So I hope this information serves you. And if it did, please share this video with someone that you care about and expand the love in their life. And post a comment below. And I would love to know this. If you have a different way that you've asked this question that's been effective for you, that's worked for you, post that below. I would love to hear what's working in your life. And as always, there's a great resource in this video. There's a link in the description and in this video to a resource that will help you understand the hearts and minds of men in a greater way and help you attract the relationship that you want. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure that you get subscribed so you can get the latest and greatest videos that come out each and every week. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.